Hello world, and welcome to the Common Sense Masters and Talk Show here on this Monday, February 11th, 2019. This is a show where we discuss news from various news sources via the internet and discuss them in a common sense way, trying to bring the left and the right a little bit more together on just about everything you could possibly think of. Please email me your suggestions, commonsenseman@gmail.com. That's common with a K, or call in 805-994-0606. Let's get this thing going. All right, we're going to start with Fox News today. And their thing is bipartisan backlash. There's a picture of Chelsea Clinton there and that Omar lady, Ilhan Omar. And a picture of someone else. I don't know who that is. But it's Omar's Israel tweet sparks outrage from Chelsea Clinton top Republicans. And what was her tweet? This is something in regards to Israel, excuse me. But what it says is GOP, this is her tweet, I believe, I don't even know that's her tweet actually, I think that's someone else's tweet. Here it is. Would love to know who at IHAN-MN thinks is paying American politicians to be pro-Israel, though I think I can guess. Bad form, Congresswoman. That's the second anti-Semitic trope you've tweeted. Twitter.com/IlhanMN status. I guess that's from her. I get a little confused on these tweets, but if you want to read more about that, go to Fox News. Whatever. Okay, getting to the shutdown. The shutdown is looming, and here it is on CNN. Dispute dashes hope on deal to avert shutdown that's going to be happening maybe this Friday. Trump may need to either back off the wall or refuse to sign a bill to keep government open. Here's why he might have to choose. Go to CNN and check that out there. What do you think should happen? CNBC, same thing. We're not in a good place. Democrats and GOP can't agree about how to stop another shutdown. Efforts to prevent the second funding lapse of the year have hit a roadblock ahead of looming shut deadline, Democrats and Republicans are saying. So there you go. It's all over the news. That is the top news. USA Today, they got a little different thing going on. The Grammys, brutally honest reviews of every performance on the Grammys. If you want to see that, go ahead. I'm not going to go into it because, well, that's something that's not big news. BBC, new U.S. shutdown looms as talks stall. Negotiations hoping to hit a Friday deadline. Disagree on issues including money for, guess what? The border wall. There you go. It's there again. And moving over to MSNBC, they got a little different thing going here. On this Virginia Governor Ralph Northam, most African Americans in Virginia say Northam should stay. So there you go. If you want to read that article, go ahead. He made some weird comments about slavery, so go there and see what you think about that. Call in, email in, let's discuss it. Let's discuss it in a common sense way. Moving over to ESPN, nothing much happened over the weekend, I don't think. Anything fantastic. But on this date, February 11th, 1990, I remember this date. I was watching this thing live. It was a stunner, horrible. They say it's probably one of the biggest upsets in boxing history. But on this date, 2011, Buster Douglas knocks out Mike Tyson in the 10th round in Tokyo. I remember, I was there. Not in Tokyo, but I was watching it live. Man, that was sad. I was not happy. I was a big Tyson fan. Still not a big Tyson fan. Moving over to T to the M to the Z. Will Smith's Aladdin fans fuming. Who's the Smurf? So they came out with a little thing there during the Grammys of Will, and they are saying, oh my gosh, he looks like a freaking Smurf. This isn't going to be good. So that's the big talk. They don't like the way he looks. Looks like a Smurf. So there you go. And also, if you want to see who had the biggest parties after the Grammys, go ahead and check that out on TMZ. They have that, who is having the biggest fish and all that stuff. And last thing on TMZ, El Chapo. When his verdict comes down, cops are going to be prepared like an active shooter drill. So they're literally going to go in there. When that verdict comes down, they're going to be there like there's an active shooter. That's how they're going to handle that. So there you go. You heard it here first. All right, moving over to travel leisure. Last thing on the list here. These are the best U.S. cities to live in if you're single. You're asking, what? Where's that at? I'll give you the top 10 right now. LA number 1, New York number 2, Chicago 3, Baltimore 4, San Francisco 5, Sacramento 6, interesting, 7, San Diego, Portland number 8, Boston number 9, and Washington number 10. And they have a list that goes on. And here you go, the U.S. cities with the highest number of singles. Well, here you go, this is a new one. Detroit, Michigan, 74%. The number 2 is Washington, and number 2 is Baltimore, Atlanta, and Washington. And then number 5, Philadelphia, Milwaukee, and New Orleans. You heard it here first. Yes, you did. That's going to end it for this episode. We will do our little Facebook quote here. This is from Sister Joanne Chichester. I don't know who that is, but she's obviously a nun or something. And here it is. It's kind of a long one. I'll get through it right now. I don't believe that just because you're opposed to abortion, that makes you pro-life. In fact, I think in many cases your morality is deeply lacking if all you want is a child born but not a child fed, not a child educated, and not a child housed. And why would I think that you don't? Because you don't want any tax money to go there. That's not pro-life, that's pro-birth. We need a much broader conversation on what morality of pro-life is. Sister Joanne Chichester. There you go, you heard it here. You heard it first, maybe? Maybe not. That's going to do it for this Monday. Just ease into the day pretty good. Just kind of get stuff done here. It is Monday, and we will see you on Tuesday. Again, please subscribe to my channel, the Common Sense Messaging Talk Show, here on the YouTube. Ciao.